was asked to give up my seat on plane so they could sit next to their daughter. My wife and I were getting seated on a 14-hour international flight. My wife had the window and I was next to her in the middle seat. My laptop was loaded up with episodes from the show we were watching. We had our snacks all organized and etc. Then 2 parents arrive, one sitting next to me, the other in an adjacent aisle seat. They are frantic and beg me if I can move so their daughter can sit next to them. I think I normally would have stood my ground, but these people were clearly panicked. There were some airline protests going on at the time, so I figured they were in a fortunate situation with a little girl. Kindness is the first step on the road to being taken advantage of. So I agree, gather my stuff, and start walking down the aisle to my new seat. All the time, there is a 16-ish-year-old girl playing with her phone in the exit row. That is when I realize she's the daughter of the parents we're panicking about. She was literally taller than my wife. In typical teenage fashion, she seemed uninterested the whole ordeal and just sat down next to my wife. I was moved to a seat next to a toddler who was kicking and screaming the whole fight, and the teenager kept resting her pillow on my wife's shoulder. It ended up being a very long 14-hour flight. OP seriously got taken for a ride. Or a flight. You can do a switchback? It depends. If they say no backseats as you swap them, unlucky. Everyone knows that them's the rules. Would saying shotgun get you the co-pilot seat in the cockpit? No. Probably I wasted. It turns out that the TSA is above playground rules. Who knew? Why did one of her parents not move? Why compromise when I could get exactly what I want? Main character. Maybe I'm a selfish piece of shit, but people need to stand up for themselves more. Standing up is what got OP in the situation in the first place. My rule in this airport is no one's needs are above my own. Sir, could you step out of the line, please? TSA would like to ask you a few questions. Influencer parents. Went to take my son on his first day of first grade. Got stuck in drop of the line cause a mom matching outfits with her daughter had to retake photos a few times and go through them before finally letting her daughter go in and leaving. Even my son was annoyed. He was ready for that first school breakfast she almost made him late for. Edit. For clarification, I don't actually think they were an influencer, but they gave off that energy stopping the car line for photos when we aren't actually supposed to be getting out of the cars anyways. And their daughter didn't seem pleased with round 2 or 3 of posing. I will never understand parents who use their children for consent. I also don't understand wanting to post your child on the internet to begin with. Gotta get that sick mommy clout. We are living in the stupidest timeline. The influencer mom held up the drop-off line for so long it split the timelines, and now we're stuck in the world where nobody made it to the first grade, and the ability to spell has been lost too entirely. The influencer mom held up the drop-off line for so long it split the timelines. And we're now stuck in the world where nobody made it to the first grade, and the ability to spell has been lost almost entirely. Stupid indeed. A mom watching outfits with her daughter? Like gag me with a spoon? Gnarly. Release the geese. Not even an entitled mother could stand against the might of the featherly horde. The amount of tabs my spouse has opened their laptop. Are they all YouTube? Yes! Oh God. Oh God. Not even God can save your CPU now. Open link in new tab? It's OP spouse signature move. It's helpful when you don't want to forget some videos that are important. OP spouse doesn't like choosing favorites. That's sus. I keep tabs on them if I were you. Well, they already have tabs on you, your family, your extended family, and every person you have interacted with. As an IT guy, that's a sign of a serial killer. They're heating up the CPU enough to make a bomb. It's all going according to plan. Rookie numbers. After seeing this, I got curious wanting to know how many Chrome tabs I had open on my phone. 238. I just closed them all. Your phone probably feels the same sense of relief that Sloth feels once a week. I guess I have some enemies I don't know about. Don't park in that spot anymore, and see who continually peeks there, and that will most likely be your answer to who did this. And then you rammed the sign through their window? That's not going far enough. If you want to send a message, then you need to put a sign through the family's car's windows too.
Have you been messing with it, Crisps?
They might appear to be step behind, but I hear they roll over anyone who blows smoke their way. Well, that is a clear sign. Clearly a sign that OP's car needed better ventilation. Looks opaque to me. Solid comment. This is not what I meant by veggie burger. Context. Ordered a veggie burger from Burger King. Instead of vegetarian patty, they put no patty at all, leaving the only veggies and bun, which is not what I wanted. Didn't realize till I got home. Well, it is vegetarian. True. Which is why I wasn't too upset when I took it back. That's what I thought I had wanted.
You get what you deserve!
You filthy plant murderer. This seems impossible. That palm was a real whopper.
Let us pray it doesn't happen again.
These commenters are on the roll. Did you get this at the fire festival? Nah, that looks like a bougie for a fire festival.